Because in my head it's like, once I'm working out, I cannot be fat.
We take money here.
Cut the cameras, dead ass.
Hello? Oh my goodness, you'll never believe this.
What? Nah, you kidding.
Nah, girl, we need to talk.
People that you wish to work with, right? So the three parts is one person you wish to work with that is not in your genre, one person that is in your genre that you wish to work with that you haven't worked with yet, and last one is someone that like passed away that you wish you could work with that you never got a chance.
Not Bob Marley.
If it's Bob, it's Bob. Let him have his, let him have his dream down.
Oh, it's true.
Cut it off, people.
So, right. So you said person that I want to work with.
Yeah,
That's not in your
That's not in my
genre.
genre.
Someone that isn't in your
Someone
genre.
that isn't my
you
genre,
haven't
like
worked
I would work with. That's what was going already.
Yeah.
That I like to work. There's a young lady by the name of her.
with.
You ever heard
Really
of?
good.
You ever heard of her?
Yes, focus. I split that for you.
Her is.
Oh,
Yeah, she's a.
I know.
She's an artist who's not in my genre. That I saw her and I just thought that she was
It's fantastic.
probably one of the most talented people of her time
Good.
that I would have seen. I just felt to myself at one point in time, I see you. Make she do a tune that probably be real hard, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
We're manifesting that.
Yeah, so in terms of artists, I would probably, probably her. If you were asked if it was male or female, that would have been the female artist. The male artist would have probably been Labyrinth.
Oh.
You serious?
Yeah.
Wow.
Nah,
he's so good.
Like, he has a lot. You know what I mean? He's a real. It's kind of like I grew up listening to Al Green, kind of like Labyrinth and these things for that. In terms of person who I've not worked with yet that I would love to work, who's still in the genre, quite a few of them there though, but I don't even know if I could just select one. I would love to work with Damon Marley at some point in time. So,
Lovely.
I'll be there.
I would love that.
always, yeah. Look at CA always thought that he was.
If that ever happens, just this one and working with Damien, I said time, place.
And let you know.
He's gonna be there.
Yeah.
How much?
Bet.
And if there's a concert,
It doesn't matter how much the money is, just tell me time
Yeah.
and place, and I am there.
You got a crop of young artists who doing reggae now. I would like to work with as well too. So like Chronics and Prodigy.
Also
Yeah.
there.
Them
both
guys-
of them.
And them guys.
Yeah.
There.
I think they're.
Just name
Yeah,
all
I
my
think they
favorite
seriously got singing, you know. So yeah, I mean, I was fortunate to work with Sizzla as well, back down, and a few other Jamaican artists. Outside of that, the ones that I figured out gone that I would love to work with, because I got quite a few.
I can imagine.
So I really would have loved to work with Lucky Dubé. I would love to work with Peter Tosh. For sure. Jeez, I would love to work with Dennis Brown too.
Oh,
Like, them men is just, yeah, and them is men that I would just put on the record or put on the CD or something and just listen to it. Flip the next CD and listen to it again. Flip the next one, listen to it again. And my God, it's like, geez, when these men not around, you know what I mean? Like, when it was around to create more music, you know? there's also hip hop, and I mention hip hop because there are just too many. There are probably too many to can't do this. There's just too many like because I grew up listening to hip hop.
Yeah.
Right? I grew up listening to hip hop and reggae, so that was just the thing to listen to, man. So different times it probably would have been different people. So when I was growing up, I'd probably want to sing a song with Ice Cube. But then, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
At some other point, I would have probably won, sing with rap a tune with Beanie Siegel or one of them there, I would have probably won doing those effects. One of them kind of guys that like them style too. So yeah, I mean basically it.
Well, to keep on our vibe then. Controversial top 5 rap artists.
My controversial top 5
It can be controversial because no matter
rap
what
artists.
because anytime you do a top 5 list,
Everybody can just be like, no, how you put this person at 4? How you put this person at 2? That can't be.
Yeah, but I can't
I
even
can say
say
rap instead of reggae.
no, because
you can't not say Jay-Z,
Okay.
right?
Even though we don't
Jay-Z
rate him.
gonna get caught, right? Pop name gonna get caught.
So what?
Biggie name gonna get caught.
So what?
Right? I am I listen to rap back then. So Craig Mack is a man that I listened to a long time back then too, I listened to NWA as well for a long time. I listened to a lot of gangster rap too. And Kendrick probably. Because since most of the new age artists and rappers come out, I find that like it to me. So
J. Cole, man,
yeah. Well, J. Cole now, you see? And I cannot. You see that there? That's tough. How you gonna force me to say it?
that's like controversial.
Tupac and them guys, no, and I can't say nah. But yeah, J. Cole's he's one of the funniest.
Your favorite?
So,
Not that like Kendrick.
So do right here.
Top 5 reggae, and you can include yourself if you want to. Rate yourself.
Fight reggae. Wow.
Or you can put the humble rule and not put yourself in.
Nah, I can't put myself in the top 5. Two of the top 5 is two winners. Like Bob and Posh is two of the top 5 when it comes to reggae music.
Yeah, Ghostbusters, everything, so then it's going to hurt from. Sorry, we got the truth.
Jeez. Wow. Kalonji gonna be in there though. Yeah. And not just because of the relationship, but because of the body of work in the space and time. I don't think that since him that there's another artist who made that much work in that space and time. Maybe Carter. But
Yeah.
some of that realm yeah, so and because he take me through so much of my life and I had to listen to so much, not I had to, but I listened to so much of his music and it inspired me a lot to be a better person, to not be the filthy little person that everybody expected you to be because you come from up that side. Lucky Dubé for sure. Lucky Dubé. I don't know if y'all know who Lucky Dubé is, but y'all should listen to some of his music yourself. Yeah. That's
So,
right, right?
Yes.
Lucky there, Bob,
Tosh.
Scissor.
Yes, bro.
And
Yes, bro.
So you were put like, I like Barris, but We will put back.
It's hard to
B-side
because
5.
yeah, and the only reason because Beres sings mainly love songs, and Bob, Tosh, Sizzler, Dennis Brown, these guys mainly sing rootical songs. So that's probably one of the only reasons that.
So he trying to say he not about all I love
Yeah.
things. You
Yeah,
don't want to hear all that. You want
Yeah, not I ain't voted, but
to hear all that.
So you would say Buju would fit in maybe more like talking about everything too. But
yeah,
he's
Buju's
talking
more
about everything
more
too.
conscious too.
Yeah.
It's like
Taurus.
the only thing is Buju come from. I know where Buju become a Rasta. I know where Buju like.
Yeah,
them
but I
time
see
now.
that you work with it too. Like, they really-
Yeah, I know he was into dancehall and that kind of thing. For real. I mean, I did not actually get on the tune, you know, but in the session and day and yeah, boy. Yeah. She got me reminiscing for a little bit, you know? Go ahead.
One small question, nothing serious. You know you got the song called Best Friend?
Yeah.
That was about somebody in particular?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay. I did this one, I feel it was like a general. You might talking about it?
No, I can tell you that story.
Oh, well, you tell me that story. Every time I hear that song, I say, I wonder if this about somebody or if you just trying to relate to people in the situation. So no, I know about somebody
Yeah.
right here.
Well, if
Okay.
Alright. Growing apart now together. And when I started to go to Jamaica to record and thing, I had a RAV4 vehicle. And I called one day to drop my vehicle, but I wanted him to drop me to the airport and then drop back my vehicle home for me because I didn't have nobody else to do it for me at the time, right? So I called him and he said, yeah, no problem, man, come. What I don't think he knew is that I had a aspirated, what people, I know you know about engines, so I had an aspirated engine in the before, right? So it was kind of a bit peppy. When you press this little button, it used to count a little bit and do a little thing. But I also had an oil leak in it. It wasn't that bad, so you couldn't actually see it. You had to leave the vehicle there overnight to actually come back and see that. So anyhow, he dropped me to the airport and then he left, gone. I in Jamaica now. I get a phone call. My other brother from Parish now called me. He said, "Oh, you come up this side and you don't come and show me." I said, "I ain't up that side, but I ain't in Jamaica." I said, "You're Jamaica? You must have your vehicle here parking Parish now." I said, "For real?" He said, "Yeah." I said, "Man, you like?" So he called the number and everything. He said, "Man, right here, right in front of it, and walking around it." He said, "Man, it lock up too." I don't know if somebody going to park here, so I was like, what the hell? I said, well, that's supposed to be home. So anyhow, I put on the phone from him, and I called the guy that actually supposed to drop it on call. I not getting through the calling, still not getting through. So anyhow, I called one of my girlfriends at the time, one of she friends in Barbados. I called she and say, well, I need you to call this person and tell him we're trying to get through. Anyhow, she called. He answered the phone. Yeah, Buggy trying to get through to you. He's like, well, tell Buggy to call the landline because his cell phone something going on wrong with it. I don't know. Whatever. Anyhow, I called the landline. He answered the landline. Yeah. So, brethren, I hear that my vehicle in Parishland. You're not supposed to get at home? Yeah, well, what really happened is that when I was coming on the road, right? Somebody see the vehicle start to smoke, right? And then them try to alert me. So I stopped and thing, and then the vehicle just stopped. I see you know weird happened. You got an oily braid. No, you have no idea. I said, yeah, that wait till you get home and put it down. So you probably went driving it now. Nah, I ain't meant to be and thing, man. I just take it and come to go back home and here's what happened. So anyhow, no problem. Call my mechanic. I said, I need you to go to Time Bottom and check this vehicle for me. He go on, check the vehicle for me. Collect the key from the guy. He go on, check the vehicle. He call me back. He said, man, you need an engine. I said, man, jeez, what happened now? I said, man, the piston can't truly block. You might not understand what I mean. I don't know if you understand what I
I
mean.
would like you to explain to me.
But
God, you don't listen to
basically,
me.
yeah. So basically, the pistons just come out the block and run up to the top and create a chamber, and the spark plug is coming on, create a thing called
That
combustion,
don't sound
and the
good.
pistons just run up and down like this here
Mhm.
on the block. Right, it basically supposed to run like this. Four pistons supposed to do it all the time, and basically one of my pistons that was fully good at this was out through the bottom
Oh, that's not good.
that there, right? How we get it done? I have no idea, but engine knock basically.
Yes.
Right? Engine knock basically.
Right.
So, yeah, so man tell me, yeah, this is gonna happen. We gotta get you all these things. So anyhow, pissed off as hell, call back the man, say, well yeah, you know you gotta pay me for the engine. Well, the thing on you is a whole dramatic thing here now because he claiming it's not his fault.
You just work it.
Right? He just drove me back to the airport. But I know if he'd drove that from the airport back to my house, it would have been safe. So I know he obviously been doing something. Anyhow, I call him back. I tell him, well, when I came back to Barbados now, because I had to come back to Barbados, I had a game club and play the same night. So I again in Barbados the evening time that I had to come home, get a mock race and play the same night. I call you and tell you, well, come pick me up, Cavity Club. Come, pick me up, carry me to my rides, and left me there. I ain't see since. He ain't come back. I called, he ain't get through. Nothing, all kinds of drama. He just refused, you know?
No.
And stopped talking to me for a while too. And this is my friend from childhood, you know, that we grew up together. Me, he, and my other next door neighbor, all we grew up together. For real. And that just hurt me so much, man. Just sitting on one day and I was just thinking about writing this song. For some reason, this song was playing in the background. Would I get fed? That song was playing in my head, so I was like, I was saying, be our best friend. I said, yeah, boy, that is true, boy. I said, that is true. And they just started with the song. It's the part my friend couldn't get to a long time and thing. And even had a melody for it on there, so it was pretty good. The lyrics. I said, yeah, my best friend become my enemy. And then my friend sent me a rhythm. KB Sharp sent me a rhythm. And he actually sent me a song on it too. But I didn't do the song. Give me something. Sorry, somebody, another artist get the tune and they edit it out. Another artist get the tune and I just put best friend for real. Yeah, we can best friend for that.
You ever like realize it was he and
I tell
come
you,
back and
I tell you
well, you tell him one night.
I tell you thanks because the thing about it is, at that time, the only hit song I had was I See Them From Afar. And so I now come back, come in the club, and then this song come. And I feel a sort of way about it, right? Because I feel like we're writing it too. So when I actually record it now, I come out, I get vexed and emotional and all these things too. So I was like, you know, when you really want somebody to get your point, that you really want to get your point across. So that was the only way that I felt, excuse me, that I was actually gonna get my point to him. By other people saying too, you see you F up that man here, it's a dog boy. It's a beer dog. Yeah.
Well,
so I did say that. Yeah, I said that at one point. Well, I tell you, man, thanks, man. I got a big tune, yeah.
I even big food off for you.
Yeah, boy. And still, like my back again. Yo, I buy an engine, sell that, girl. Buy different vehicles.
Yo.
Get rid of that with my ex-girlfriend. Buy 2 more things.
Yeah, no one good.
Oh, yeah. So, Simone, the one thing that I don't think we really get to speak about
Is
is
the
mental
mental
health. Yes, he's talking about anything here.
Okay, have you seen or experienced mental health issues? So, you guys might have seen, but we started to talk a little bit about Kanye and how part of the controversies with Kanye, I personally believe, I don't know, but people in this room are dedicated to some, like, part of it is the fact that he has bipolar disorder. People don't really realize that mental health issues is nothing to play with when you need to be on medication, and it's a need to be on medication, because if you're not, there's some mental health disorders, you need the medication. It's as if you got a heart condition, you need the medication. If it's like diabetes, cholesterol, you need the medication. People want to see mental health as, oh, man, you're just crazy, or nothing is wrong with you, and these people just want to get up your medication and I'm talking junk. That is not how it is. Kanye is controversial because I like to say things. He believes some good things. Also, his head is tied up. And if his head is tied up and he's not taking the medication, of course, all of that can come out on Twitter. Well, X, no. I was call it X. It can come out in some of these songs that he's trying to release that get him delete. And then everybody will be like, no, they're just trying to censor Kanye, his genius. Anybody that believes that they're Jesus,
You don't believe him.
he does believe he's Jesus. He believes he's Jesus, and he needs to.
I
That's
think he used to think so, but then no, he kind of.
because he took the medication.
Yeah, not so really.
He took the medication. You can be a lyrical genius. You could be like Kendrick and have that genius come out of you. The earth speaking through you. You can have all sorts of like revelations. There are levels to it. That doesn't make you a god. You are not a god. None of us are gods. We're human beings. You are not created to be gods. You can respect all types of gods from whatever religion you come from, but you are not yourself a god because you ain't be born and you're gonna die. You get through the life. You can bring a god can speak through you and use you as a vessel, but you're not a god. Let's start with that.
I think his entire society has a mental problem.
Yeah, that's it right there.
Nicki Minaj too.
So I
Well,
cannot
Nicki,
just.
I come to realize Nicki got some serious.
But that's just my opinion, you know. Kanye and Nicki and everybody else, they're just products of
Mm-hmm.
what it is of a society that seems to be always out of control.
Mm-hmm.
Or when it does have control, you then find 1 or 2 people who get more out of control than everybody else, and then everybody has to kind of get a bit more out of control so you can keep these people.
Like Diddy.
That's all really
it
crazy.
kinda-
Yeah.
Yeah, so it kind of.
Diddy and his parties and his out of control and
Mm-hmm.
his everyone having to do that to get into his, as in when they invite other artists to him, and he's like, man, you gotta do this in order to be a part of my.
But this is,
scene."
I used to wonder, because you hear about these things for a long time. Right, then we come into music, I was hearing,
Yeah.
you go sacrifice your soul and you go do this and all these different things people are going. And I never really encountered so in the music industry when it comes to Barbados and Jamaica and Caribbean and stuff. There is obviously, I've encountered the wildness in America and Europe and them kind of places and things, but if you see that what they're doing all the time on TV and thing and all, you always gotta be and everybody else. I think maybe sometimes you should try to bring it a little closer to home. So that if you could see where you're in, you might not want to see necessarily a neighbor going through, but take Trevor Eastman for instance, right? Trevor Eastman is a Bajan comedian that right now he's not in full capacity in terms of functioning in the level that he at, right? I think things like that, or people like that in our society, maybe we should focus a little more on too. So that, because Trevor is an artist, entertainer in his own right too. Trevor is a stand-up comedian for Barbados for the longest time. But he obviously had issues that he was dealing with for quite a while. But, you know, unlike Kanye and them other men who attach their label and can make millions and $10 and that kind of stuff, and you know they're able to know about therapy and help with it and things. Because if, for instance, you have artists, entertainers and stuff here, and they got mental issues, that they could actually get sometimes to therapeutic sessions that could possibly help a lot with the pain. Kanye could afford a therapist.
You
Charlie and all
can
them.
afford them, but the people around them are telling them that they don't need it. That's just propaganda. That
Not with Kanye.
well, not with Kanye, but I'm talking. There are some artists,
Yeah.
even like Asian artists, who you see, because I've worked with people with substance abuse issues, and people don't see substance abuse as a mental health disorder, but it isn't. It's mental health. You cannot control yourself. It's not even just that you constantly picking up a drink or picking up a drug and like you could control it and you could stop at anything. It's controlling you, and you going days upon days at a high or a low, and it's messing with your brain chemistry and depression, anxiety, just using that stuff to cope. And there's some people around them that are just feeding into that because of the money, because of the fame, because of the you get somewhere with it. It's just like how you had asked at the beginning or said at the beginning, like the art comes from them when they're quote unquote crazy, when they're on the medication. Like people who have ADHD, they can't take the medication because it makes them feel numb. But that's because their entire life they've been on this roller coaster. So when you feel normal because of the medication, it's unusual to you. And because you don't feel that level of crazy to amp up the emotions that come in with the music or the art, people will be like, nah man, you don't need to take that, or you don't need to go to therapy, you don't need to deal with it, because they want to see the creations. They want what is coming out of those people, and they don't want it to stop. As soon as you talk about the mental health, but that's the thing. From a therapist, I can say that doesn't have to stop it. You still have those emotions inside you.
Because just quickly, let me just say, I got a couple of friends too, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's play. Musicians, right? They used to write songs a lot, but to get diagnosed with ADHD, and obviously on medication, no, they're not right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's just so sometimes they just want to stop using the medication so that they could go on right, but because I mean, they don't really know how I really feel about it when it comes to the arts. I feel artists should be. I think artists should be able to understand the mental health issues if there are mental health issues. But I don't know if they should be taking medication that numbs the creativity, that blocks that channel, that blocks that avenue.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And if that is the case of what's happening to some of these people, and somebody had asked me if I would rather, as you say, survive on medication, being a sane person, or be a madman, by able to express myself. I mean, being a madman is not lonely, not.
I think there's a balance to it. So for the ADHD thing, I understand why people don't take their medication. And as a psychologist, I don't tell people you have to go on medication for things. There are ways to cope with things, but just know that you can struggle in certain aspects. So you might have the benefits, so you can write these songs and stuff, but don't take the medication, like daily tasks, forgetting things everywhere and doing that stuff. It's going to be a little bit harder. If you could figure out ways to cope and you're willing to dedicate your time to have a functioning life without the medication and you can do any work, then you don't need it. But if you literally can't, then you gotta make a sacrifice. It's either you're not surviving, and it's not even like a craziness. It's literally like if you forgetting to shower, you forgetting to eat because you getting distracted every time you do something. You're going to cook something and you leave the stove on and things burning down because, like, at that point, you gotta take it. Like, it's not even about the other part of life anymore. Like, you're literally not living.
Wow, that's serious.
There are people who are out there who are like that, who they literally, as soon as they go to do something, like, I'm going to take my medication, have your pill bottle in their hand. Going to drink water from your fridge. Open your fridge. See something on your fridge. Pick it up. Forget what the medication. Forget what the water. I got this to do. Go outside. Pick up your gardening hose. Start to dig a hole. Oh shoot, I was supposed to do this. Gone this place. Gone to do that. Da, 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 da. And by the time hours pass, you're like, wait, did I ever take my medication? And you genuinely don't remember because you picked up the bottle, you remember picking up the bottle, but you don't remember swallowing it.
So this is ADHD?
Part of that is ADHD, yeah.
Okay, this sounds a lot like procrastination to me.
No, but you literally...
I mean, I guess it is too, you know?
Yeah, part of it is procrastination, but the aspect of ADHD is you're not doing it on purpose.
Right.
Your brain literally... It's like if you have a flashlight and it's dark in the room, and your brain can only focus on whatever the flashlight is on.
Right.
So your flashlight was on your medication, and then you went to go to the water. Your brain has literally forgotten.
So one of the, I can't say obviously the only thing, but one of the main things is to dumb people down.
Dumb them down how?
With medications.
It's not really a dumbing. So the thing is for ADHD medication, when a person that doesn't have ADHD, when a person that doesn't have ADHD takes the medication, it makes them hyper-focus. So for somebody with ADHD, it brings them down from hyper-focusing on multiple things, and it's kind of like calming your nervous system down to like not be super focused on one thing. So it gives them a numb feeling because they're accustomed to being focused on something. So the ability to create the music is because they're so focused on that music that their brain is just targeted at it and they can spend hours doing that thing. When they're brought down, then their brain is focusing on like, I got shower today. Like how we regularly live life. Like it's changing their brain to that. It feels numb and it feels dumbing to them because their normal is that heightened sense of focus.
It's interesting like hearing stuff like this. I probably should have been a psychiatrist for real.
Nah.
I still don't listen to people.
Nah. We got enough psychiatrists, we don't got enough buggies.
Listen to
yeah, I mean.
But to me, that means you gotta tell somebody else. You should be trying to be another Buggy. No, the Buggy trying to be a psychiatrist. You need more him, not more them.
So seeing these artists, like seeing people come in with these different issues. So not even just talking about ADHD, you're talking about these substance abuse issues because you coping, like you are dealing with these strong emotions, and everybody praising these emotions, but they're not helping you deal with them. And then using the drugs or your party life is you write music, go and sing the song. I don't know, you would tell me, go and sing the song, back at the recording studio again and again and again, and they're just trying to pump out and pump out and pump out. And there's some artists who have been brought up from small and forced to by their parents or people around them, forced to just generate this stuff all the time. That's a lonely life. Is it lonely for you?
My life wasn't lonely as a child. I can tell you that. But this life sometimes does get lonely. There are times you can be alone and not be lonely, but there are times when you do feel it because you want to go with people, but you just don't want to go with people. Because sometimes you just want to have an average or what people consider to be a regular day, a normal day, where you just say, hi, morning, how you doing? I going to the market and get some potatoes and put some gas in the car, and I just got a couple errands to run. Yeah, I can be dealing with studio later on in the afternoon, so that time without it. No. But you always have to be cognizant, you always have to be dealing with people who don't really be part of that all the time. So whenever they see you now, they want that. So you gotta be very mindful too, because that's why you got some artists who are considered to be assholes and these kind of things, because people always rah, 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 rah. So it's like, I had enough of that there. But you know, sometimes you have to be enough to say, yeah, hey, morning, how you doing? And again, like I said earlier, the collective. So you understand what that person, what you've done, or you've influenced that person, what you've done for them, or you make them feel. And so now them person just trying to offer some level of gratitude or something. They probably can't give you what they really would love to. They might would love to give you a leg because of what you helped bring them through. So, you know, sometimes a 2 minute does just make sense to get them that day, you know?
Yeah, but
Or 3 hour.
Or 3 hours. Alright.
yeah, but I can see for like what you was just saying is that a 2 minute song okay, but for you, the artist, as a 2 minute for everybody. So for what's a 2 minute for me? I get 2 minutes. I get 2 minutes with Buggy. That's 2 minutes for me. But no, I want 2 minutes. She want 2 minutes. He and he whole family want 2 minutes each. Another person saying, okay, I see it. I can be a little reasonable. I just want a minute and 45 seconds.
I just see everybody want 2 minutes.
Yeah,
Right?
I want a minute and 45 because you know, if I look reasonable, he can, you know, give me the minute and 45. Somebody like,
I care about that.
I can, I want 5, but that's Buggy. I want 5. So for the person that experiencing it, yeah, I get 2, but no, you will over in. And that because I was constant, so I can understand that being like just draining. It's like you just want to do a normal day-to-day thing. You want
yeah. So when you want to be alone, you be alone. But sometimes it could feel kind of lonesome because you have to constantly keep dealing with that all the time. And if you don't, as a either entertainer or artist, you don't know how to deal with that or how to deal with it, with people coming at you and them kind of things, it can get very overwhelming.
Do you feel like you can't have true friends or relationships because of being
successful?
Nah, I got true friends and true relationships for real. But you always know who they are, and you know when you got true relationships. You think about being an artist, you meet 5 million people, you just remember 5. The 5 million obviously just come by at some point in time and try to, yeah, I remember you from thing, we had this and all these different things. But there wasn't a lot of, what's the word we're looking for? Meat? There wasn't a lot of
Substance.
substance to what that time was. For me, obviously, there was obviously a lot more substance. For you, know that you've seen me in a successful position. You can remember everything that happened that night, but it can't be there. So it's I don't even know if to say it. Man, Simone, man, you just gotta. This is what I can tell you. Once you remember and try to be cognizant of it all the time, you and who put yourself there is them people there that are around you who do that there for you. Them was excited enough or elated enough to realize, you know what? That man deserve call that he's like, so let me go and spend $25 on he and let he make it himself. I think once you get to recognize that it's them people that give that, so now let me get them back what I can get them back. They may not want their keys, they may want, as you said, maybe a 2 minute of your time, like maybe a picture. It may be, I don't know, come and say happy birthday to one of my friends, if thing. Just say hello to me, come and hug me and do this thing. So, there just be somebody out there. So you just continue to share and give to your community and make sure that you're good. When it comes to your mental health, if you don't know, because as you said earlier, a lot of people don't know. And if somebody has pointed out or said anything, hey man, you know you a little funny though, big money, she can get out of your check though. You want to just be like, and then to pay attention to, you know, actually try to pay some kind of attention to it. You get what I mean? Men, we in a society a lot where, I say this all the time, men don't really like to talk. You know, men don't talk to one another. Men talk to one another about the accomplishments. So the escapades, like, hi, this girl, I think, yeah, boy, tripping. But if it ain't work out, man, don't talk about it. If it work out, yeah. But if it ain't work out, so he shame though, he can't say, boy, and where I go geek out to no one. Yeah, he may go start taking something. You know what I mean? If you don't talk, because he friend when you going through that there too. And the father or somebody else, and they come and, you know, so know you go outlet so you could gather some more information and that kind of thing. But, you know, because we don't like to share and like to talk and stuff, I think that's why he's at the very.
I also think too, it's come with the maturity, because like the story that you told before to me showed that at least he was mature enough when he was saying, "Oh, you singing too like you say like you singing too much," or you told when he was in Jamaica.
He's singing using too much lyrics. So
yeah,
if I singing too much topics.
Yeah, so you take that, you say, man, for you step out first, but then you still take it and you change it and you learn from that. Hello, man, when I just say, nah, Effie or that. I'm not listening to that at all. Because I stuck in my ear.
Because you know what? He did something that I never did in my life. He worked with people that do things that I never do in my life. So there's advice and there's knowledge to be had.
Yeah, they're right.
If them they never do it, I got all rights to say, what foolishness you talking about? You have no idea. You might have the best ideas, but you never get do yet. So how you want advice it? But that man do it. So they got idea what they're talking about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if he say go and buy thing, you may not even know what to do with it. Like, boy, you must get this thing, so I got it. I don't know how to read it, what to do, but yeah, I got it. You know what I'm saying? And you start there. But you cannot. You know what I mean?
That's true, man.
I just wondered about this a second. You was talking about fame, right? And having to deal with all these people all the time, and having like 2 minute here and 2 minute there. How does fame look elsewhere? Because you know they got a lot of famous people. You know, we hear like Simon Cowell is kind of the bars all the time, but don't really trouble he does sorry. So in terms of like where you've been, how does fame look in different areas of the world?
Yeah, okay. I think it's different for different people. And just let me explain that when I say that. Obviously, you're going to look different for Burna Boy than you're going to look for Marshall Montana or whatever. You know what I mean? But like for us here in Barbados, like me in Barbados, you think everybody in Barbados, most people know.
Yeah.
So when they come here, certain places, give me this and want to give me that and all these kind of things. When you go to UK now, the people just want to give you stuff too, but they don't know you like that. You get what I mean? You went to school with nobody there.
Yeah.
You and nobody ain't really share the thing when they run and fight and do all these things and all these things. So we love you, yes, because of what you have and things, but we didn't know you like that. So you famous to them too, but you famous in a different way. It's like when you famous in Barbados now too. So yeah, we can love and all these people can come to us Simon Cowell and yeah, famous man and stuff and things, but there's certain people that don't want to see him and other people that ain't gonna really care. So artists who want to reach a certain point or entertainers who want a thing, yeah, well they can meet Simon and maybe he can do me this thing. There got other entertainers who cares not if he comes or if he goes.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? So I guess it depends on what you're looking for, where you're trying to get, and your levels. So where you actually are in the world.
Okay.
Because Simon could turn up here and not get as much forward and as much respect as Lil Rick in this song.
Yeah,
and then he turned up in Ting and Mercedes, to roll out the Mercedes and that kind of thing and everything good because he helped an artist get signed. You get what I mean? So I just think it's a little thing like that.
So on that, what's your favorite place that you ever performed?
World or probably Doha. And I would say Doha because of what we did when we did there, right? Doha's if you don't know, Doha is in Qatar. Right? So when we went to Doha is the capital of Qatar. So when we went, we actually come as a reggae band that nobody don't really know of. We know that we hear that y'all famous over there, but we don't know of y'all and who's y'all, and we only really know Bob Marley. And you know his songs, you could sing his songs, or what songs you got, and this kind of thing. So it was like kind of fresh and new. But same way we kind of built our reputation here in Barbados too. We went there and we built a reputation too. So and like we just come in as known artists. We know you and you just here for the weekend to perform these fancy songs that we love and thing, it wasn't like out there. It was like wrong building. Everybody know how to get to know you. And everybody's a different nationality. So everybody don't really understand English like that. And everybody just really knows Bob Marley. So, and Chris Gayle, obviously. The world knows Chris Gayle, right? So you get compared to that a lot.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Bob Marley, yeah, you got lots and things. Yeah, Bob Marley. Oh, Chris Gayle. You know? It's that kind of thing. So, but learning around them people and building a vibe around them and getting them to accept your energy and your vibe and that you is a reggae person because them tell Jamaica. Nah, we from Barbados. Do reggae? Yeah. No, they soca. You know, it's a different style of thing. So after you actually to like come places that people know who you are, walk through the town. It's the reggae band. Come. Or for your staff or want to do things nice and that kind of thing. So it kind of come almost like how we would have built our status and thing from being here as well. Other places you come and it was okay, it was nice. The heart, Jamaica was sweet, performing and enjoying the people. Like they throw in on my posters. You know what I mean? They keep all them. The rehearsals was interesting too because the rehearsals, the guys couldn't really understand what he was saying. So I rehearsing with the men and I telling them, well, I want a mix saying, I said, what I'm saying? I said, I don't know what I'm saying. I said, I understand him when him sing, but I can't understand him when him chat. What you say? You slow down, you talk a lot and that kind of thing. So it was an interesting experience to what. I guess with them people, it was different. And then we had Africans was there too, right? From all over. North, south, east, west, the middle, on top, underneath, every single place. So from Tunisia, Egypt, down to South Africa, to Ghana. So you get to interact with people from every different part of that continent. So you get to see a lot of the who don't like who like who this, and who welcome to go there, and who's not welcome to go there, and why these people is taught all these things going on in the same compound. You can see it, but these people that coexist and everything, you know what I mean? Everything's all right still. I know you talk off your head. Like,
That's great.
I don't get to talk a lot to people that have like
so grateful.
certain conversations. So
Grateful.
sometimes when I do, I like to sit on a chat.
I have one more question for you.
That's
if you don't
fine.
mind. Okay. This is something that I question myself a lot when it comes to like persons who are either celebrities or artists, etc. You know, for example, me, regular dagger. If somebody come and do me
What you
something,
say?
regular dagger,
Regular
person, right? I on the road and somebody tell me stupid and say, you carry so and so the ball you care. You on the other hand, if you say something like that, I say, what? So he said so, and it's a big deal. How were you able to? Because that could be something that could mess up your mental too, where you feel like you have all the emotions that you want to express, like you could have said years ago, but no, because you are seen as this artist, you can't say certain things. How did that affect you, and how were you able to adjust?
It that time, because I do it already. Freak out already. Show people, tell me things, cast the both things. So again, get in a fight, drama, police come, all kinds of things happen. You know what I mean? But it's actually tech time. It's actually, I think, is going through some of them experiences has actually helped you to recognize what other people, how other people actually view you. So then, have to ask yourself, what am I to that person? It wasn't name to them yesterday, you know, I freaking know that, but you have the, but you know, mean something to that person, though. Especially when you speak to people or whatever, you then get to understand the respect levels or how people actually view you or your opinions about things. So then, with time, you then recognize, because I got people say some shit. But the time comes, you then recognize, you know what? This person at this level. So I don't go down there to that level, but I could be at this level and I can still deal with that because I understand where they're coming from. I understand where they're at. So it comes much easier to deal with them and to deal with yourself too. Because a lot of times, first reaction is it on. Because I saw, and you should not even have no disrespect for me. You should have all respect for me and this thing. So for the time you do or say something that out of place, it on and thing. But again, like I said, you go over time, recognize how people view you, what you represent in their life, and how, you know, you should react as a person toward things and people. So not that you don't get upset or not that you get vexed, but the first reaction to a person's approach is not going to be like, you think, and you back up and think, you know what I mean? You're going to see somebody, you're going to watch the demeanor, you can see all these things and you can listen to them. With person, you can hear how they're going to open their mouth. So you know, if a person says good morning, good afternoon, whatever, you know where they're at. If the conversation come, how sporadic it come, if they can explain themselves, all these things, you know. So within a short space of time, over a period of time, you get to recognize, oh no, yeah, it's all right. No. As people say, what low that person. Low them there.
Back of her question, right? That actually that actually made me think of another interesting tidbit. Because you say you learn over time and, you know, you get a fight, you quarrel, whatever. Imagine if you had your biggest songs today, right? 2020, let me say 2022 to 2023. How do you think that would be different? Because at least you get to learn and grow, right? You know, everything now got a camera and everybody can predict everything and say, oh, well, well, you do this, he's that, and with the cancel culture, how you feel being famous if you was no coming up in the thing? I know instead of in yesteryear, how you feel a difference? If it would be worse, it would be better.
If I had to be a dickhead?
No, I mean like coming up now in this time. Right? In this 2025, 2024 time.
And they got these songs.
And you got your songs now,
if it would have been the same way.
Right? How, you feel like it would have been tougher?
Oh. If you're speaking about current, right now, yes, I think so. Because people into something different. People into a lot of different things, right? And I don't think consciousness is the biggest thing that's on their mind right now. The biggest thing that most human I think is money, finance, and making sure that my youth's good and the health's right and lights on and that kind of thing. I don't think people are really interested in, you know, going to the little altar and making sure that the prayer is right and these things and make sure that the meditation and I don't think people really into.
Interesting.
So I think it would have been harder because they're not into being conscious like that. Society don't seem so. But it might have been easier because of the tools that we got. The tools that you got nowadays is like very easy to use. I mean, a lot of us don't use them because we really don't see the need to post everything. Yeah. That's why, honestly, a lot of artists don't do it. Yeah. Because we really don't, eat food and you don't care about showing anybody that.
Yeah.
Or you don't care about, but these things do matter to this society and this audience now.
Yeah.
So coming now again, tunes on. People don't understand that. Nah, it gotta work. It gotta work because we had to use was what name High Five and
MSN.
MySpace and ICQ, them things like bulletin boards and chat things that we would have back then. So
You work in the beginning or no?
say again?
You keep it in the beginning as well or
Nah. I think so. That IBM 486 Activa, bro. The monitor was this big. You know what I mean? Separate monitor with a tower down there and a keyboard. And that's actually how some of the first music started getting played in the club. Now when you see men playing laptops and things now, one of the guys named Bowser, Womar. We don't know Womar, but you see these historic things that people in Barbados don't even really talk about. They should got somebody that's document these things. Womar is the first man went in Club Eddies with people that's called Cactus International. And you might not know Cactus. Lyric and them guys know Club Eddies and things. Everybody who know about dubbing know about Club Eddies. Father Crab and them boys. When Omar pulled up in Cactus, the computer man wanted to be the man. The man put up with the idea of Activa. Big monitor, keyboard, tower, everything. Same way. But that was the new era of what DJing was supposed to be. You might have already doing out there. My friend was doing something called Arts Juke on keyboards. I mixed it with them on computer. I mixed it with a mouse before I had virtual DJ. So men are already into it. By the time Napster come, and we was downloading hundreds of songs. I thought thousands of songs. Before all in that time, when I would enjoy. Flow now came on wireless at the time. They would have now introduced something called a DSL, which y'all do know the Wi-Fi ADSL cable. We had that before. So we had to sit down and wait on the modem to connect and all that funny noise. But then Flow now introduced the DSL. So now you got Max and Call ID and all these things. So Napster now come on board, and Napster was fast. Bootleg songs, all kind of things. So you had DSL, you downloaded hundreds of songs, like crazy. It was mad out there. So at that time, like no, we would have do. I think a lot of us would have been doing the dog with these kind of tools that people got now, AI tools. You could get AI to build a whole website for you. You don't got to do nothing now. I want to know about that. A mess, man. I'd be complaining about how people, what? Nah. You would have done capitalize on them things already, long time.
Alright, so we're gonna wrap up now because we've talked.
Yes, since you won.
Thank you so much for coming
You're
and
very
talking
welcome.
to us. We'll probably have this as like 2 episodes because that was like lots of knowledge and we enjoyed every single second of it. I hope the people that are watching enjoyed every single second because we are on a high from this conversation. Thank you so much for Buggy for joining us. Thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. See you next week for another episode of We Need to Talk. Bye.
Bang!